been using for hunting for the last few months. It's quite a respectable rifle for what you can get them for nowadays. You can get them for around about the 400 mark naked, and that's the Webley Raider 12 Mark II. Very surprising. It's in 2.2. It's got good accuracy, good impact. It's more than proved itself. Having trouble getting it back off the order at one point. It's nice, good ambidextrous gun. So I know a lot of people go on about turkey birds and what have you like. Try them. The crowls are good, the hat sands are good. Yeah, fair enough. These are made over in Turkey. You know, the block and everything's obviously made over there. It's still Webley. They're still designed over here and what have you. They're still a good gun. And they are a better quality gun than some of the other stuff like crowls and what have you. You know, things like the finish on the wood, finish on the metal. Yeah, it is nicer. But yeah, Webley Raider 12, it's 12 shot, that's what the 12 stands for. This is the Mark II. Start from the back end. Perforated recoil pad. It's quite solid-ish, you know, it's got a little bit of give in it, but it's still nice for positioning when you need to shoulder. You know, you get a good cheek weld on there as well, the ambidextrous. And yeah, been enjoying it. Like I say, it's 280mm reach to the middle of the grip, which has got some very nice solid checkering on it, same as underneath on the palm point. Fortunately, that palm point is in a good place because it's got a bit of weight to it, and I'd put it on par with something like a Galahad weight wise, but it soon balances up when you shoulder it. So yeah, on the checkering there that even says Webley, you know, it's quite nice. Good solid trigger guard, broad. You know, it's obviously built to take a knock, but it's more built for the field than target shooting, I think. It's got a nice feel to it. I believe it's walnut, I'm not 100% sure, it could be beech, it's been stained up to look like walnut, but it feels like walnut, smells like walnut, so it could be walnut. And it's quite a good finish on it, on the stock, for what it is, because I believe when they came out a few years ago, you could get them as a package deal and they were around about the 600 mark. But yeah, you can get them for around about the 400 mark now. So for that money, well, I haven't hesitated, it's as simple as that. Because I've always liked Webleys of old. Block, obvious, looks very much like a Krell N07. You've got the safety switch, which is very definite and easy to use. Side lever. Now it's got a slightly nicer feel than a Krell, but it's still virtually identical to a Krell. Whether or not it's decockable, let's find out. Yes, it is decockable. So, you know, it's surprise after surprise with this rifle. It's got a 500mm barrel on it. You know, and I believe that these are their own cold forged version. They're nothing overly fancy, but it more than does the job. It's got very good accuracy, and that's in 2.2. But I believe they don't do them in 177. That's a different model. You know, it's got a different name as well. The cylinder, 280cc, and it's a 200 bar fill. Comfortable 60 to 80 shots out of it that do extremely well. You know, it's got a sling. I put a sling swivel on it for the bipod. You know, the buffalo there, and they've got the anti-knock ring on them, barrel ring. That's as standard, and that's for your fill port there. Turn it or pull it off. It's up to you. Along with the manometer in the front. I've actually set this up with the Valent links 6x24x50. It's got light ups on it as well, the IR, and it's got the Marksman by A&M Custom Gunsmiths. You know, so there's a good reason for that, because when you're out hunting, obviously a lot of it's down to noise. And where this is concerned, you can't ask for any quieter than that. All you can hear is the action. Nothing out the end of the barrel, but when it hits, it hits. You know, it's made a lot of people smile. This old Burnsy loves it. You know, at one point he couldn't really quite get enough of it, and I bet he'd love to take it on for a while. with the due permission, am I right?
You are indeed.
Wouldn't be surprised at all. But yeah, lovely finish to them. I think there is a lot of quality to it for what they cost. Now I've seen them at Solware for sub 400, but that's naked. You know, they do them with a scope set up on them and what have you, but personally I believe you're better off getting them naked. Put your own kit on there. You know, it's not as if it's difficult to do, is it? You know, or even get the shop to put them on. Totally up to you. So we'll see what it's like on the 20 yarder to start with, and then later on we'll get it over to Yoda's, maybe John's, I'm not sure. You know, or Darren's, probably Yoda's it'll end up being, so I'd like you to see how it performs at 50 yards as well. So there we go. I'll see you in a little while. We're going to get it set up on the 20 yarder. Cheers, bye. Hello again. Got little 20 yarder with the Webley Raider. Nice lever action. Now these load in from the right, that way around, the groove in the opening at the front to the breech. They are a lovely fit. Right, let's see how we get on. I'll go for the centre first. That's quite respectable, 580, like I said.
582.
Doesn't half go with a thumb.
589. 585. 587.
Reasonably consistent now. As you can see, we're pretty much hole for hole.
575. 589. 571. 585. 578.
The thing I like about this rifle is anyone can jump on it and anyone can shoot it with confidence.
582. 578.
And there's the lockout, which is a good thing. Save me blowing air. Alright, I know it'll take a little bit of time, but the way you load these, anti-clockwise, all the way around as far as you can go. Load it in, put your finger underneath. Load it in from the top, that locks it. And now I'll just get on with doing this bit. Right, which one this time? I think I'll go for the top left.
568. 566. 575.
That were me.
566. 564. 573. 573. 575. 573.
Something I've noticed with this as well is when you're fast firing it, you don't get any flyers after so many.
578. 575. 571.
There's the lockout. Right, I'm going to go for the top right one now.
575. 500. 75. 500. 73. 500. 75. 500.
Lock out, baby. As you can see, you can fire at a fair old rate and it's not losing anything. Really well built, these, you know. Bottom left.
500. 78.
Ooh.
500. 75.
That were me.
500. 75. 500. 75. 500. 78.
Proving very consistent up to now, isn't it?
500. 80. 500. 78. 500. 82. 500. 80. 500. 75. 500. 80. 500. 75.
Lock out. Look out, it's a lockout. Right. I think that's probably enough. Right, let's see what we've done. Shot count's 48, it's as near as damn it 50. High, 589 feet per second, low, 557 feet per second. Average has been 575 feet per second, 32 feet per second spread. It's given a standard deviation of 6.6 feet per second. Not much at all, that, really. But yeah, lovely and accurate, and I've only got it on 14 times magnification. It's 24 times. You know, so only really using half of its capability. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm going to carry on enjoying it. So, well worth the money. You won't go wrong. Cheers. Bye.